We have breaking news on John Farnham right now. His family has revealed the singer had a cancerous tumour removed from his mouth. His family released a statement last night saying John's surgery began at 8 a.m. this morning and was successfully completed by 7:30 p.m. last night. He's now being transferred to ICU in a stable condition. News of the singer's illness has prompted an outpouring of support from across Australia.
We're very hopeful they'll get it all and he'll be fighting fit soon.
I hear that he's been joking with the nurses. That's John's fighting spirit. That's the way he is.
I think everybody loves John Farnham. He's such a big part of our story.
The 73-year-old is expected to spend some time in hospital recovering from the operation. Sunrise Entertainment reporter Peter Ford joins me now. Pete, is there any further update on John Farnham's condition? Have you been talking to anyone?
Not this morning. Certainly the statement which came out just a couple of minutes ago confirms that it was a cancerous tumour in his mouth that was removed. Now, when the statement came out last night to say that he was out of theatre, and again this morning in the latest statement, they've used the word successfully twice. So that gives us reason for optimism. Yep. So it was an 11.5-hour surgery, which is obviously, by anybody's estimation, a long time. It indicates the severity of what John is dealing with. They make no secret in the statement that's come out this morning. He has a long period of recuperation and healing ahead of him. What we do know with John, this may not be related, but it is part of the backstory, is that through the years John has been a major smoker, and he's made no secret of it. He's not proud of it, but he hasn't hidden the fact either. Now, he did give up some years ago, and then he started smoking cigars, which again he's given up some years ago as well. When he had his last health scare about 3.5 years ago, that was a major turning point for him, where he thought, I've got to start living better and looking after myself in terms of less booze, stop smoking, eating better, etc.
Yeah, and some beautiful words from his sons too, thanking all the surgeons and doctors and nurses that looked after him.
Yeah, they are. They're glowing words about the medical team who are from the Peter MacCallum Institute. The surgery wasn't actually undertaken at the Peter MacCallum Institute, but at another hospital, and they're full of praise for all the care they've got, and also very grateful, although they are very private people, the Farnhams, they're very grateful for the concern and the outpouring of love and good wishes, etc., from the Australian public.
Yeah, and there has been so much of that, Pete, has it, not just here in Australia, but right around the world.
Yeah, a lot of big name people in the industry have come forward and sent love. Even Kiss last night on stage in Melbourne did a big shout out to him on stage at the Rod Laver Arena. You know, it's a love affair Australians have had with John for well over 50 years. In fact, yesterday when I was making some notes, I was going through when did John and Jill first meet, and they met in 1971 in a stage musical called Charlie Girl, which John was headlining in. And that's going way back in time. Even you and I barely remember that, Koshy. Barely. But yeah, so that's where they met. Jill was in the chorus. John was the big name star in it. And he was well established then. So that was 1971. So we're talking about someone who's really been part of our lives and entertaining us for a long time. So to be honest with you, the news that it is cancer of the mouth is probably, from a singer's point of view, if you've got the choice to pick, which you never do, that's probably the last one you'd pick. But nonetheless, John is up for a challenge, and John is ready to fight back, and he's got the whole nation behind him. Yeah,
and the family's saying he's going to be in a hospital for quite a while, and there is a big fight ahead. Pete, keep us up to date. Thank you.
Thanks, Koshy.